and this week on Revv Motoring. This week on Revv Motoring, it's about family, fun, and the vehicle that's going to take you there. In Singapore, with so many car brands to choose from, motorists are getting very picky about the car that they want to choose to be their main mode of transport for work or even for play. They're looking for things like comfort, great looks, great styling, loads of space, fantastic mileage, and let's not forget a fantastic price tag. And the car that embodies this whole list of features and a whole lot more is the car that we are going to present to you today, which is the BMW 216D Gran Tourer. And this, of course, being a Gran Tourer, as the name suggests, touring, which means you'll be expecting a lot of amenities to help you on those long drives, maybe up to Malaysia with the family. And with the kids sitting at the back, they might have some food which they might want to eat. What BMW has done in the Gran Tourer, they've actually included these little cool-looking trays. So while mommy and daddy is driving, the kids in the back could be snacking on a Coke, grabbing a burger or a sandwich for that very long drive, which I think is one of the great features that's been included in the Gran Tourer. Seating in the rear seats of the Gran Tourer is really comfortable. I'm not that tall, I'm up 1.7, and with the driver's seat being pushed back, I still have lots of legroom, headroom, and the fact is we've got the rear AC, which gives you comfort cooling, so you don't have to rely on the front AC blowing, but you have the rear AC to help you cool down in the rear section. We've come to the favorite section of the car, which I simply love, which is the boot. And just like the rest of the BMWs in the BMW range, the Gran Tourer offers you a number of ways to get the boot opened up. One is via a lever over by the driver's section. Okay, you also have the choice of using your little sensor that's under the emblem. Okay, you have a choice of using your foot. That's right, your foot. Just in case you're carrying a whole bunch of luggage or groceries in your hand and there's no way for you to reach your remote control, you can actually use your foot. There's a sensor located somewhere underneath this area. Okay, all you need to do is use your foot like so, and voila! The boot pops open, offering you 645 liters of space. Or in the case if you push all the seats down, you get 1,905 liters of space, which is a whole bunch of luggage and storage area. You can actually put your whole things like your luggage, in the case of Revv Motoring, your equipment, or for families, you can put your camping gear, your bicycles, anything that you can think of, which fits right here in the back. When you're not using the storage space and you have additional passengers in the car and you're wondering, so where are the extra seats? Well, the two seats actually are concealed right there, the right flat. So how do you bring them up? Really, really simple. All right, all you need to just pop up the lever right here. And there you go. The Gran Tourer is now a 7-seater. Well, being said that this is a 7-seater, to be honest, if you're a full-size adult like me, getting in the back of those two seats is going to be a bit tight. But if you're a child or a little teenager, I think there shouldn't be any problem at all. So how do you get access to those two seats behind? Well, it's demo time. And this is how we get access to those two rear seats. Okay, all you need to do is kind of flip the lever right here. Okay, the seat will kind of slide forward, and here I go. And here I am at the back of the two additional seats. As I said, it's not going to be really comfy for an adult like me, but if you're a kid, I think you're going to have loads of fun having fun right here in the back. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here today with Kang, who happens to be in the Changi area. He was walking around, so I thought I'd grab him and ask his opinion about what is he looking for in a family car. Once again, Kang, thank you for joining us here on Revv Motoring.
Sure.
So Kang, as I was mentioning, what do you look for when you buy a family car?
Safety.
Safety.
First and foremost.
Right, okay, what else?
And apart from that, will probably be comfort.
Comfort.
Because you probably need a space to cater for the family.
Right, for the family, carrying luggage and some other stuff, especially coming to the beach, you know, you want some
That's right.
camping gear and stuff like that. And what else would you, I mean, topmost in your mind, what else would be more important?
Value for money.
Yeah, right. I mentioned that at the beginning of the show, value for money. Mileage, I think, as well, would be something to be considered. Okay, so yeah, so those are some of the important aspects. And in terms of price range, what would you be looking at for a family car if you're looking to buy something anyway?
Range, probably about 100 to 150.
Right, 100 and 150, yeah, which I think is a lot of cars being offered in that kind of price range.
Yeah.
So yeah, once again, Kang, thank you so much for joining us here on Revv Motoring. Give us your thoughts on buying a family vehicle. Thank you. BMW continues its foray into the SUV and MPV market, this time round with the BMW 216D Gran Tourer. And the D in the 216D, of course, stands for diesel. And over again, we've talked about, you know, the whole reason why a lot of brands are now going into the whole diesel market. And Singapore still, we see a lot of resistance from a lot of motorists who still feel that diesel is still not the way to go. They're not convinced with the technology of diesel in terms of fuel emissions, the mechanical problems, and a whole bunch of other stuff that I believe it's really something that everybody should really reconsider. And one of the reasons that I believe everybody is also not really buying into the whole diesel is the fact that Singapore has quite a high tax in terms of diesel tax. So that's one of the reasons that everybody's deterring from buying a diesel car. But if you look at the numbers, and if you're planning on buying or driving a diesel car for a long time, it really is value for money. Okay, and so the 216 diesel. So what's so big about, what's so great about this car, and why should you even consider getting one? First of all, this is really targeted for the man or the family who's looking to buy a car with lots of space. Okay, that's one thing. If you're carrying people, lots of cargo. Okay, if you're looking for a 7-seater, and once again, when I say 7-seater, let me emphasize that the rear 2 seats in the back, most of the time, you can really accommodate just kids. All right, so if you're planning on having adults sitting in the back seat, be prepared for them to really make a whole lot of noise, especially if you're going for a long trip to Malaysia. Okay, it's fine for short distance, but if you're planning on doing long distance trips, it's really not advisable for, I mean, I don't think anybody who's an adult wants to sit in those rear 2 seats. Okay, so that being said, this once again is a 7-seater, but with cargo space, it really offers you so much of cargo space. 695 liters. If you fold down all the seats, you get 1,095 liters of space. So that's a whole lot of space for cargo. And once again, if this is targeted for the young families or those of you who have big families and you're carrying a lot of things, especially going for road trips, you're planning going for a day to the beach, camping, you're gonna dump your bicycle inside. So this is a really a vehicle for the family. Yeah, so head on down to the showrooms, get behind the wheel, and I believe with the information that we have armed you with, it's gonna make your whole showroom experience that much more enjoyable, knowing things that you need to know when you buy the car. So you can actually save you a whole lot of time asking the salesman about what's this for, what's that for. With our video, we feel that we've really armed you with all the information that you need. So all you need to do is get on behind the wheel, feel the car for yourself, and then make that very important decision with the family about buying the 216D Gran Tourer. Well folks, this wraps up yet another presentation by the Revv Motoring team. And of course we have the BMW 216D Gran Tourer. I know what everybody's thinking. Diesel. And everybody goes into shock. and the whole negativity comes out about diesel cars and how bad they sound and so on and so forth. Well folks, to be honest, diesel technology has really improved by leaps and bounds. And with Singapore's very strict emission laws, it's very hard to get a diesel car approved. And the BMW 216D really gives you so much technology, comfort, storage space, and a whole bunch of other features, including 24 kilometers per litre of diesel, which I think is a really excellent figure if you're doing lots of driving on Singapore roads, and you're going to save some cash. So that's really some of the great advantages of driving a diesel car. So what's it going to cost to drive on the Singapore roads? Well, $172,000, 800 inclusive of COE, and the road tax is $682 annually. On behalf of all of us here at Revv, we want to say a big thank you for making us part of your day. In the meantime, do remember to drive safe. Do not use your handphone while driving. Look out for pedestrians, look out for cyclists, and be safe to everybody on the road. Till we catch you again, this is Renee, signing off.